My name's Bramble, and I lost my sister Brittany 3 years ago to a drug overdose. She was 18 months younger than me, very close, and it was devastating to lose her. And it wasn't until, after she passed away that I learned of how many people this was affecting, that the drug overdoses were affecting in our country. After she died, I started searching for understanding or something, and I found out the numbers. And at the time, it was over 100 people per day. And I just couldn't fathom over 100 families going through the same pain that ours was going through that day, and then the next day, and then the next day. And so I knew I had to do something. It was about a year after my sister passed away that I had the idea. I was just a sleepless night. I had quite a few of them after I lost my sister, and I had this idea to walk across America. And it was, I think, normally would have been just a pipe dream kind of, that would be fun but not really happen kind of idea, but it stayed in my heart, and so I committed to it. And I spent another year kind of preparing for that. And then on the second anniversary of my sister's death, a lot of people call it an angelversary, I began my walk, put my feet in the Atlantic Ocean, and walked for 8 months and 3,200 miles across the country. I saw the whole country at 3 miles an hour. It was beautiful. The people were fantastic, really kind, a lot of kindness. And I had a jogging stroller that I was carrying my supplies in, so I looked like I was pushing a baby on the highway. So people would stop all the time just to check on me, which was nice enough in itself. But I'd tell them what I was doing, I'd say, yes, I'm okay, I'm walking, I'm choosing to do this, I'm walking across America, and this is why I'm doing it. And 9 times out of 10, it would end in hugs and tears on the side of the road because they were affected too.
And I think that's really awesome. It's kind of a really crazy way to get the conversation started, but as long as people are talking about it, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so, now that I've finished, I started up a grief support group for parents and any loved ones who have lost, someone to a substance passing. And I started a local chapter in my community. Unfortunately, it's, filling up quickly, but at the same time, it's a good thing that they're all there. We heal together. One thing that comes up often is that the loved ones left behind want to help. They want to contribute. And one of the best things I can do or offer them in that situation is to tell them to share their story. Share it without shame. Share it knowing that it's going to help somebody, because it does.
Now that sounds like a really good resource to share too. So how could someone find a grief recovery group like that?
It's called GRASP, and there's a Facebook group, so you can have that if there's not one in your area, but the website is grasphelp.org, GRASP help.org, and you can look up local chapters in your community. There are 2 in Atlanta that I know of, both on each side of town, but there's not enough.
Yeah.
We need more, unfortunately. And so that's one thing that now that I'm finished, try to encourage people to do, is just talk about it, try to do it without shame, because there's nothing to be ashamed of. I love my sister, and I wanted everybody to know that love, because that's all I have left of her.